Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dalrin, and while you're waiting for vanilla World of Warcraft, you're probably doing one or two things. One, sitting on your hands and being very patient, or two, already enjoying private servers. But if you're somebody who is like me, not running a YouTube channel with terrible videos, but rather somebody who just doesn't want to mess with the legality and the issues that might bring to it, just doesn't want to risk it for any reason, you should try Ironman leveling in PTR. While it is nowhere near as good as vanilla World of Warcraft leveling, and I've tried Nostars in the past, the amount of joy that it brings me just to go get ammo from a store, go get bags, as bags have a lot more value in vanilla, getting food from me and my pet both just to keep both of us satisfied and healthy, and learning and teaching yourself how to pull only one mob, not the full pack, but only one mob, because more than that you're probably going to be dead. Even as a hunter with a pet who can tank and taunt some things for you, it feels so rewarding. Yeah, it sounds really tedious from somebody who never tried it, but the experience of just getting into a situation that always feels dangerous, always feels exciting in a way, it is undescribable as a feeling, and I absolutely love it. But if you are not able to play vanilla, you should try the Ironman challenge. If you weren't aware or haven't watched my series on the Ironman challenge, one of the very few series that I do on the channel besides the 5v5 1v1 duels, which has become a pretty regular staple of the channel as of recent, the Ironman challenge is a challenge where you level from level 1 to max level. You cannot use gear better than white or gray quality. You cannot use auction house, you cannot do dungeons, you can't PvP, and the best part of all, you cannot die. Do any of these things and you lose the challenge. There's a few other tidbits in terms of choosing your spec and with Legion and how it kind of functions. You are forced to choose a spec. In the past you didn't choose a spec. Let's say as a marksman, as a hunter, before you spec into marksman, you started with no spec and just got baseline abilities, and then you would have to choose talents in order to talent yourself. Oh, also, in Ironman challenge, you can't use talents either. It's a very fun challenge, and hopefully I have a link for it down in the description below, as long as I remember, because it is 4 in the morning as I'm recording this video. So if I do forget, I do apologize. But if I don't, can somebody please link the Ironman link in the comments somewhere, and I'll just pin your comment for everybody to see. The Ironman challenge is super fun and rewarding. It is definitely a difficult challenge. What I like about it is the sense of danger that you get and the sense of accomplishment every time you fight off a pack of mobs or even just one mob. You should definitely do this challenge as a non-hunter spec though. Anything is good, but a hunter I feel like makes it a little bit too easy. The joys of Ironman on the PTR, however, because on Legion right now it's just not as exciting as you would think. On PTR it is super good because of the new scaling technology where mobs scale with you, so you can really quest anywhere you want. Some mobs will always be up to your level. You won't really out-level mobs ever, so it always kind of sort of feels like a challenge. Second is mobs themselves, even with full heirlooms, even with full good gear like greens and blues as you quest, mobs still take more than just a global cooldown to die, which is a great change for 735, and I love it. It's just, I love the fact that you actually have to fight a mob, and yeah, you might not really drop yourself even down to 25% health if you are fully geared and or even have 4 heirlooms. But with Ironman challenge, that kind of challenge where people went from one-shotting to having to spend a decent amount of time and global cooldowns on a single mob just for questing, on Ironman challenge, this kind of experience gets even more enhanced and in a way doubled if not tripled. The amount of time it takes for me on my monk to kill certain mobs, even with the Ironman challenge gear on, sometimes seems a little bit pitiful. I mean, it's just one-shotty in some senses. But when I get on my monk and I try the Ironman challenge, if I pull more than one mob, with the scaling technology I can go almost anywhere that is under my level, and everything actually poses the challenge. I have to choose my mobs carefully. I have to choose elites and bosses carefully. I have to choose big mobs carefully, and if I'm pulling more than one mob, again, I have to either pop cooldowns every single time or I am basically dead. I even tried to continue a little bit of the Ironman challenge in my free time, and I've been playing it on the PTR whenever I'm not busy playing World of Warcraft for videos. I'm just enjoying leveling. One of the things that I like about leveling on PTR with the Ironman style is the fact that I have a lot of classes from a lot of different levels, like for example a druid that is level 60 that is able to quest in BC. I literally went to Stormwind, slapped some white and gray gear that I got from some vendors. I don't even have the best armor or cloak or anything like that in terms of extra armor for defense, but the experience I get just from having all these fights be actually tough and actually difficult for me to overcome, it is so rewarding, especially when you kill a huge quest mob with barely a sliver of health. It is so satisfying, and I prefer it. I kind of wish most leveling became this way, but I feel like there'll be a lot of people who would be unhappy if this was your average leveling experience, which is why I like this experience. It's difficult, and it reminds me of vanilla World of Warcraft. Not only is it difficult, but it also feels very, very rewarding when you actually overcome a difficulty. And what I like about it is you don't always have to fight some greatest threat in the galaxy just to feel rewarded, right? You don't always have to be killing Argus just to feel like, oh man, I really feel satisfied with my experience. I really feel happy with what I did. I really feel accomplished. Even fighting a normal mob, the fact that it becomes actually dangerous makes it just that much more rewarding. So it's almost like you're rewarded for every single fight that you get into, because every single fight is almost stacked against you. And with so many different classes to play, you can choose your own difficulty. But again, a hunter or any class like a hunter are going to be probably one of the easiest to play because of the pet-based mobility or pet-based class capabilities. As a warlock, you would be probably the second hardest to play, or the second easiest to play. If you want to play someone that's really difficult, playing a druid, playing a caster, playing a warrior, playing a classes that just don't have any kind of conventional healing would be probably very satisfying. And even a class like monk that has a decent amount of healing on its own still feels very satisfying to play, because you are limited, because you don't have the talents, you don't have the gear, you don't have the stats to really make yourself feel, I guess, put up to the challenge. So every ability, every fight feels a little bit like an uphill battle. So I've been enjoying the Ironman challenge leveling on the PTR, and I would advise anybody who wants to have a vanilla-like experience or an actual difficult leveling experience, let alone a difficult challenge, to try it on PTR. Now, PTR is not always available, so you would have to check in from time to time, but it was available for me at my leisure anywhere between 12 AM and 4 in the morning East Coast while I was rendering a video. So, and made up for a great entertainment and great experience while playing the game I love, even when I don't really want to get on my main character. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed. I'm very excited to see what we'll get once vanilla classic servers come out, but I'm also excited to relaunch the Ironman series yet again in 735. I still have my monk that was leveling for a while, and I was doing regular videos of the Ironman series, but with the announcement of 735 and redoing for the leveling system in 735, I'm very excited to try it back out and make a video series on it yet again. But I'm thinking maybe wait until PTR 735 is here for the live servers once it is released, because I don't want to deal with any of the frame drops that are pretty common on PTR. I don't want to have to deal with the down servers. I just don't want to have to record in that kind of environment, because I feel like I won't get the same quality that I want out of those types of videos. But I do want to bring the series back, and I feel like with the release of 735 new leveling system, it'll be an exciting time for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you give PTR Ironman leveling at least a try. At least maybe try to level one character as far as you can, and maybe for you it'll be a very much enjoyable experience. As always guys, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a like. If you want to catch every single live stream and every single video and simply want to help my channel grow, giving videos likes allows my videos to reach a wider audience. So if you want to do that, that would be great. If you guys have not subscribed yet, please go ahead, hit subscribe right now and hit the notification bell in order to make sure you get every single video notified for you and every single live stream, which happens daily. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see all of you as always in the next video.